Okay, another new day, everyone. We're on our way to Norseman.
Bright and early, isn't it? It's 7:20.
It's 7:20, but it's back home. It's 9:20, and we're thinking. We woke up at 5:20 this morning, and it was nearly like broad daylight. We're thinking, why is it so bloody bright so early?
Even Kimber was a bit confused.
Yeah, we were a bit confused. Like we're thinking, okay, they've changed the clock. It's gone back 2 hours, which makes sense because the sun's going to take that bit longer to get from the east side to the west side of the country. But why was it brighter? But anyway, we think that it's got something to do with the fact that, and I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, and they will.
The States is such a wide state. When you think about Western Australia, the widest point, which is probably more like the central point of Australia across. That's such a wide state. It's such a huge, vast distance that they can't have all these different time zones right across the state. I mean, I know they have in a little bit of the state. I believe they've got a little bit of a slightly different time, a half-hour difference in the time zone. But generally, if it's such a big state, all in the same time zone, there's going to be, when we were right on the east side of Western Australia, which means the sun's going to come up sooner. So when we're getting the sun at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:15 in the morning, but people on the west side of this state, it wouldn't have probably been sun for them at that particular time, if that makes sense. I hope I explained myself properly, but that's all we can come up with. Anyway, today, what we have to do is 528 kilometres. My car, I filled it up last night with the fuel that I had in the jerry can. I had a little bit left in the bottom of the jerry can, maybe a couple of litres or something. Some of you are going to think I'm a bit crazy for doing this, but I'm going to see if I can make it to Norseman on the fuel that I've got. I've got a full tank and a couple of litres. 500k is pretty much what I get out of a tank of fuel, I've discovered.
I'm not pushing. I'm just saying I'm not pushing.
Yeah, so we're hoping. I'm going to have a bit of fuel anxiety, I reckon, towards the end of our day. Like it's creeping into Norseman, but we're going to give it a go. Only because I'm not paying $2.40 a litre for fuel, and I can get it cheaper in Norseman. And pretty much everywhere west of Norseman, south, north of Norseman starts to get cheap. So this is all between here and Norseman, heading west to Norseman. It's just ridiculous fuel
Highway
prices.
robbery.
Now, I may live to regret this, and if I don't succeed, if I run out of fuel, Melissa's never going to let me live this one down. But yeah, anyway, we'll see how we go. We'll button off for now, and then we'll before I button off, I just want to thank. We've got a couple of new subscribers, and we're so thankful that obviously people are happy with the content that we're giving, because it's just us living our lives, and I suppose everyone else can relate to it because it's very relatable. People have these problems that we've had, and also we're lucky that we live in such a beautiful country. Like we have issues with, we've got problems with our politicians, and we could always complain and whinge about certain things about the country, but that aside, it's a beautiful country. We've got some beautiful natural areas that we can go and visit. Our flora and fauna is amazing. It's very unique to this, like in Australia, when you think about it, we've got kangaroos. There's nowhere else there are kangaroos in the world. Wombats, I could go on. There's a massive bloody kangaroo actually we're just about to run over it. It's being squished across the middle of the road. Anyway, I'll just dodge that. So, thanks for the new subscribers that we have. Jason, thanks mate. Vanessa, we'll button off for now, and we'll give you some. We'll come back later on. So this 90 miles straight, which is the longest road in probably the world, I reckon, it's bloody just dragging on forever. Seems like it seems like I've done 200 miles on it, to be honest. Well, it's beautiful. If you look around, these bloody trees back here and the terrain, this is it. You know, it is beautiful. Something we haven't seen before. It's something like you wouldn't see in Victoria, but you can only find in, you know, Western Australia. It's just different. It's just beautiful. There's not a lot of points of interest between that we're going to be driving past today, so it's going to be a bit of a short video or vlog, or short vlog if we post one tonight. So I'm thinking about possibly combining today's and tomorrow's video. So we'll just post this whatever we do tomorrow, which will be a drive down to Esperance. I'm sure there'll be some points of interest on the way to Esperance. Yeah, we'll do that and even have a look around Esperance, no doubt, because we'll get there pretty early because we've only got like a 2 and a bit hour drive to get there from Norseman. So we'll be able to have a look around Esperance, go down to the beach, I'm guessing, or whatever, and that's the plan. So we'll come back on again today. No doubt we'll show where is camp tonight at Norseman, and that's about it. But we'll button off for now and see you a bit later on.
We got this, Kim.
Hang on. Go on.
We got this dog drink bottle online, and it doesn't normally leak. What am I doing wrong? Kim, there you go.
Is it lit up properly?
Yep. She loves it. Convenient. How good's that, eh? I'll lock it off and she normally gets scared. Here. And then she's got water on tap. Beautiful. Keeps her hydrated too.
Right. We have got a bit of a point of interest. Something we've just discovered. So we're driving into what's the area?
Norseman.
Norseman we're driving to. Driving into Norseman. And
I'm just going to step back here.
Yeah.
Truck coming.
Yeah. You might even...
They're moving around a little bit, but
Anyway, that was a road train. If you look, what's this going to point over there now? The camera. Look through there and you'll see some cameras.
no, you won't. You'll see some camels.
You'll see some camels all across the road. I reckon
They're moving.
starting to move a bit. Going to be quiet now. We're going to walk up on them and see what they do. Seems to have been there. I reckon there's possibly a dozen of them in there, maybe a bit less than a dozen.
Yeah, this one at the end. This one at the end. There's no one.
Oh yeah, there's heaps of them. They're moving around a fair bit, these camels. Zoom out a bit, zoom out, it's too... Yeah, that's it. There you go, he spotted us. Ready? Come on.
Yeah, I'm just concerned they might come our direction. There's a shitload of them.
Up the back there, look, there's more than a
up
dozen.
There, through there. They're still up that way too. Through there.
Alright, not sure if you're aware, but I was a little bit excited back there. Got my words mixed up. Called camels, cameras. Couldn't think of where we were going to. Anyway, we're going to Norseman, and we're around about 64 kilometres out of Norseman, so that's how far we've got to go. We're going to stay there for the night, definitely. We're not going any further than that, but just some stats, I guess, regarding camels. A bit of information. They weren't in Australia until the white man came over a couple of hundred years ago. But Europeans come to Australia a couple hundred years ago, plus, 250, whatever it was, years ago. Then we had camels. They realised that people, for us to discover the country, the likes of Eyre, blokes like that, needed camels to help them out, get them around, carry all their goods for them, all their food and whatever else they needed carrying for them. So now we've got camels in abundance everywhere in Australia. I'm not sure if they're considered a pest. I believe we got more camels here than anywhere else in the world. If I'm wrong, please comment and let me know, educate me, but I think we got more camels here than anywhere else in the world. So I've wound my windows up so that I can talk to you, so the audio's a bit better. So I'm going to button off for now, so I can wind those windows back down again, because we're sweating now, what's off. Thanks, button off. Okay everyone, made it to Norseman, filled up with petrol. Pretty lucky because we still, I reckon we probably had about 20k left in our tank. So got a bit, was a little bit concerned at one stage, but nah, right, she's not letting us down. She's a ripper, our car. Anyway, this is the local lawn bowls club, right? The local lawn bowls club. These flowers are everywhere, they're beautiful, but I don't know if they'd be keen on having them everywhere. But anyway, I thought I'd let you know that one. We are camped up over there, which is where we're going to stay just for one night. Also, just where Melissa is, you can go and buy a token from a lot of the local shops. $2 is it? Gives you 60 litres of water. Put 60 litres of water in there, in our van, but I don't know if we need to, Liz, because we're going to be at a caravan park tomorrow night. So, but these flowers are literally everywhere. Like as you come into town, they're all the way in, and yeah, it's not a bad little town. I'm happy. I'm glad that we've sort of come. Well, where are we going? Let's back that way, aren't we? All right. So this is probably going to be our last little video for today's episode. Tennis courts over there. Yeah, I pointed out the RV park. And yeah, anyway, till tomorrow, stay healthy.